everybody. Welcome to today's Facebook Live. I am Dr. Sally Foote, a veterinarian and an animal behaviorist. I speak, I write, I publish through my website, drsallyjfoote.com, online continuing education courses for veterinarians, shelter staff, and trainers. And I also have online courses for pet owners about pet behavior. I provide veterinary telehealth consults to any client and collaborate with the primary care veterinarian to help you with your pets. So today's topic on this Facebook Live is going to be how to stop your dog from chasing the cat. This can be a common problem in a dog and cat household, especially if someone has just moved in, with a pet cat, and the dog wasn't raised, with this cat like as a puppy, and we didn't have ways for the dog and the cat to, learn to live together without chasing, nipping, hissing, swatting, etc. Okay, so to understand a few things. First of all, dogs like to chase anything that moves. So if the cat is walking across the living room floor or running across the living room because they're trying to avoid the dog who's got their nose up their bottom, then that is going to entice the dog to want to chase. So we need to first of all be sure that as soon as this cat, was my little stuffed cat here, enters into a home, that for this cat, the cat can quickly see ways to get up off the floor and maybe continue around the house. Now, I don't have the ability to pan all around the room and show you how to line up all the different perches to totally make a runway off the floor. Yet even in a very, just in spot-to-spot area in your home, we need to see how this cat could go. I'm going to mock it up with my stuffed animals here. Could go from being on the floor over here with the dog there, because as this cat would start to walk or move, it's going to entice this dog to want to chase. So we want to have some kind of a table, a sofa table or a desk or something near the entry into the room. And then the second thing is make sure the cat can get up there. If you have a cat who's over 9 years of age, there's a very high likelihood this cat has some arthritis in the back end or on the elbow, and you need to talk to your veterinarian about a joint supplement, or think of how the cat can hop up quickly from a low level to middle level, then to get up to the high level that's above where the dog can jump at it. So if this cat was on the floor here, I want the chair I don't want it pushed under the table. I wanted to see it turn maybe 90 degrees like so. So now this cat could easily go from the floor to the chair up to the table. Okay? Now another thing that's also important is we need a cubby or some way for the cat to get into something. This is a laundry basket that the dog doesn't see them. Okay? That now it's like, oh, it's gone. There's nothing to chase. And that the cat feels secure, but the cat needs to be able to see out. So that's why a laundry basket is nice, because it's lattice and the cat can see out. They're down, they're hidden. And now this dog, while he might have been like, ooh, who are you? Then he's like, oh, you're gone. Or he might just look there, but he loses interest because the cat is not moving and they don't see the body of the cat anymore. It's kind of like hidden. And the cat, now because the cat has been given a place to hide, does not feel as vulnerable, so they're not hissing, they're not swatting, etc. Now, of course, if you could put another shelf up here and on up here to get them around the room, that would be great. Yet at the very least, if you're having dogs starting to chase the cat through the living room, first thing I think that's most important is let's get these like tables and a cubby, a laundry basket, a milk crate set up that's easy for the cat to get into. Now, if your cat is 9 years old or 10 years old or fat, they're overweight, they won't be able to easily go from here into here. They may have a hard time jumping over or climbing over. Rotating it this way, so now the cat could just sort of dart in there, or especially maybe angling it somewhat, from the way the dog is going to see the cat, will help the cat to be less visible. Okay, this isn't perfect. I'm not trying to say it's perfect, but we need to think about how can the cat move, right? And what is the ability of this cat? And the goal is we want the cat to get too high, quickly get up high enough where it's out of the dog's reach for jumping up, barking up, and rushing after the cat, and that the cat can see out, but maybe even also hiding the cat's body from the view of the dog, because that's how the dog will be then less interested, less reactive to the cat. Now let's talk about the dog, because we have to train the dog as well. We've got to train the cats like going up to these perches. So remember, you're putting little piles of food up here. No more feeding out of bowls. We're going to feed the cats up here. We're going to train them like tossing kibble up here for the cat to learn to quickly to go up there. And then we can also test to see, can the cat get up there quickly? Now back to our dogs. Your dog needs to wear a drag line all the time, 24/7. A drag line is a lightweight leash. This is just your typical slip lead. You can get it at your veterinarian's office, or shelters have these. It's about maybe 6 feet long, and it is tied or attached to the dog's collar, and the dog wears this all the time in the home. So when we have our dog, who might be hanging out here in the living room, now we have our cat, who kind of shows up, and this dog is like, ooh, cat, bark, 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 or, you know, gets up and is focused looking at the cat. You can pick up the drag line and say, come, 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 tether the dog up. I'm just going to pretend we tether him up here. Give the dog a reward, because now you're teaching the dog, you saw the cat, you leave the cat alone. Meanwhile then, our cat now has more room, is not chased by said dog, and can get up on the perches, and places to get away from the dog. So it's a two-part process. We have to train the dog to, if you first see them, because they're going to look at that cat, they're going to bark at that cat, and they may start to move toward that cat. We want to teach them to then immediately come back and away. So teach come when called in the home numerous times. And again, when you call them to come to you, if they haven't come to you, you're going to pick up this drag line, you're going to reel them in, and you're going to praise them, so they learn you come quickly no matter what that distraction is, including the house cat. And we have the way for the cat to get up off the floor and away from the dogs. So that's our two-part process to help to decrease the dogs chasing the cats in the home. It's kind of a quick tip today. I hope you all are having a good time now as the spring is starting to come up. If you have any questions or comments about dogs chasing cats and stresses on a dog-cat household, I'd be happy to hear them. Go ahead and write them in the comments. I do take feline consults as well as canine consults, and a lot of dogs and cats can live harmoniously in the home. Frankly, in my experience, the biggest problem is more that we do not have enough ways for the cat to quickly get up and out of the reach of the dog in a non-fearful state. And so that, I think, is the first emphasis. And the second one is to teach the dog to come when called, not react so much to the cat that is, moving and running through the home. Thanks so much. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and take care. Bye-bye.